Welcome back everyone, we're now at round 8 of the MRL Midlands Racing League Championship. This is season 12. Not doing too bad this season, it's going alright so far. I did have wheel issues, but I'm off the pad now. Back on the wheel, so I feel like I can put in a decent lap for the lap guide. As you can see, we're at Catalunya and we're in the Nationals layout, so it's the shorter first sector. But it still does have the chicane. So to get a good qualifying time here, you have to hit the chicane perfectly. As you can see, I'm quite nicely lined up for that part. So let's get into the car, see how we get on for the second part. To get a good run out, you want to miss the sausage here on the right hand side. And you want to be doing around about 50 miles an hour. So let's see how we get on. Here we go. Yep, 50 odd. There we go, that's fine. Right, let's get to it. Keep it tight here, get on the power. Can change up early in the poor shear as I'm doing. Not too bad so far. So, very tricky braking for the first turn because there's not much of anything to go by apart from that orange fencing there, which you can hardly see. But just as you pass the F here, this is where I'm starting to brake. So let's just move on a few yards. And that's a bit more. Yep, starting to brake now. So, yeah, around about that big tree, I suppose you could use as a brake marker. And this is a very tight hairpin for turn 1 this time, so be wary of that. On the left hand side, before the F is the 300 board, so keep an eye out for that. Let's go through the corner. It's a wide late apex here. So you want a wide entry, cut in late, keep it in second and change up to third when you know you're not going to twitch the rear end. Here we go. So wide entry, get in here, on the curb, late, on the power, up to third. For this one you want to try to be on the curb before you go to this corner. But I kept a good amount of speed here. And again, you want to be careful of the AstroTurf on the left, but you can run it right out on the right hand side on the second part of the chicane. Minimum 70, as you can see. This one, the same as it always is, you get to the end of this curb here, and I'm just going to lift off a little bit and let the car glide through the corner. And start to, as you can see, I'm starting to turn in now. You want to miss that tiny sausage on the apex, which will unsettle you. And you want to run it right out onto the curb on exit. Here we go. So there's the sausage. Miss that. Get on the curb and then get on this curb. Should be looking at 100 mile an hour coming out there. For this one, because we're in the GR4s this week, I am braking at the 100. As you can see there. Down to second. You don't want to go down to first because you only get to mid-30s in first before the rev limiter hits. So stay in second for this one. Down to about 42, 46 miles an hour. Cut in on the curb and then you can get on the power earlier. Here we go. Cut on the curb, 46, there you go. Cut on this one, but not too much. I did get a penalty in a previous attempt. Stay in third here, let the car go all the way around. And at the end of these tyre markings, this is where I'm braking. Down to second, keep a nice tight line for the chicane coming up to third and then down to second at the start of the curb. As you can see, I'm just starting to brake. You want to try to miss the first sausage and the second one. Just try to straight line it if you can. It is tricky, and when you're racing it'll be blind entry because you'll be right behind the car, so be very careful. So miss the curb there, that's okay. You can run out onto this one but not too far. Up to fourth. And just power to the line. And a 16.7 is what we got there. So what we'll do is we'll go back a lap. We'll do it out of car as ever. Here we go for you. Now we're coming up to the 300. There's the F. Down to second. Cut in nicely. On the curb, get on the power, up to third. Could have been a bit wider there, would have given me a better entry, but that's fine. Up to fourth off the power. Just let the car get on the curb, then get back on the power. And that's as much as you want to run out there. Looking for the 100 board, here we are. Down to second. Cut onto the curb. Run it out when you can. Don't go too wide here. For this one, I'm staying in third and I'm looking for the orange barrier there. When I'm coming up to pass the orange barrier, that's when I get on the power for that one. There's the tyre marks, down to second. A little bit late on turning, but that's fine. Third, down to second. Cut up onto this one. Cut across this one. Use all this curb, that's just about enough. And it's a short lap. It's 38 laps this week, so it's going to be intense for a long time. Nice close racing. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you again soon in the next one. Cheers all.